I joined PTS to understand and learn about Reformed theology and its understanding of ministry. After coming here, I have been equipped spiritually and theologically. I learned a lot from the classroom lecture and in my interaction with the faculty members.
I had spoken to a lot of my friends and they insisted on joining PTS because of its excellent teaching facilities, its good curriculum, a good computer lab, and also very good library having almost more than 22,000 books for good references.
When I came to PTS, I began to receive comfort and assurance by the Lord's Word, and it helped me grow more in the Lord and it drew me closer to God.
I heard about PTS from one of the graduates who is now a board member. After hearing about PTS, about the biblical doctrines that is being taught in here, I thought like this is a good place for me to prepare myself. So I came here, and in here I'm learning a lot about biblical knowledge and about the sound doctrines that is being taught in here.
Though there are hundreds of colleges in South India, PTS became topper in the list because of three most important things that it has. Number one, it is faithful and committed to biblical doctrines which are taught through Reformed theology. Secondly, it has a very good facility of library and internet connections by which we can have a wide knowledge of God's word and other things in this region. Thirdly, its policy of freedom with responsibility enables the students to enjoy the environment that we get in theological studies.
If somebody asks me, what do you like the most in PTS? I will talk about the systematic way of doing every work. Here everything is done in time. Worship service are done with good preparation. I mean that whoever is going to lead, sing or give a message is expected to do his or her best. I find that it is worth investing this 4 years here to study here in PTS.
I choose PTS with an advice from one of our church leader, as he is very much aware about PTS, a seminary that emphasizes a strong biblical theology. And as I came to PTS, responsible freedom was one of the themes that were discussed. This has a lot to do with how we spend our time and making use of the resources we enjoy. In PTS, I understand more and more about the grace of God and what Christ has done for me.
The reason I chose PTS was because when I first came to PTS in 91, I studied here at graduate BTH, and I've heard lots of testimony from people who come to PTS that they were directed by ex-PTS graduates. So PTS name actually has been all over India, and not just in India, but also in the neighboring countries like Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. All these students are coming from all these neighboring countries, and just recently we had a student actually from New Zealand as well. So, and PTS, another reason I joined PTS was because PTS teaches Reformed theology, which I found it to be more biblical than any other theology that I've ever come across.
I came to study here in PTS due to the influence of my daddy, who graduated in 1979. Later, my brother and I came and we both graduated in 2009 and 2010. I came back to do Master of Divinity. I think this says a lot about PTS. And I learned different religions of India, their culture, their beliefs and practices, and I have learned how to present the gospel to them.
The seminary has shaped me in many areas of my life. Academically, the theology that is being taught here is Bible-centered teaching, and I'm blessed by the wonderful teachers who have imparted God's word in my life. And I'm also blessed by the friendliness and caring characters towards the students.
Despite the fact there are many seminaries in Bangalore, I choose PTS because it has a good reputation and high excellence of teaching. I find no regret after joining PTS. This is the place where I learn the factual teaching of Bible in a broader context, spiritually and philosophically. Both faculty and staff members work for the edification of the students. Also, there is a mutual understanding between the student body and the faculty, where we don't have any hesitation to approach them for our idea, concerns or advice. Yet, in addition to it, there are many cultures live together. Still we have unity. I would rather say, for me, it's the right place to join so that I can fit in any part of my country.